of credit for that. But I want to ask y'all as outsiders a question. So let's just say we don't make a bowl game this year, because I think it's really possible. To be honest, let's say we don't make a bowl game this year. Dabo doesn't change anything. He doesn't fire any coaches. He doesn't get in the transfer portal. He doesn't change anything. Next year comes up, we go 6-6. Going into that 2025 season, what do you think the heat on his seat should be? Or should there be any? Because at that point, he'd had not one bad year, but we're heading on two at this point. So what do y'all think going into that third year, which would be 2025? What do y'all think the heat should be, or should there be any heat at all?
Well, it should be keep in mind too. This is 2025 will be the start of the new ACC, pretty much.
No, the new ACC starts next year.
Oh, next year.
And at this end, just in case Clemson leaves, because they've been talking about it. Let's say in 2026 they're going to, I don't know, the SEC or whatever. So what do y'all think if Dabo has 2 down years back to back? What should the heat on his seat be, or should there be any heat because he's won all these natties and stuff like that?
There should be heat on the CV, absolutely, especially with his resume. Like, you're coming back and you have 2 mediocre years, and let's say both years you missed the bowl game, which is like the minimum of what's expected from a Clemson team.
Yeah.
That's a lot. There has to be some conversation, some kind of pressure. Yeah. And just like as you're seeing the fan base these days, like being more vocal, if that happens, they're going to be extremely more vocal, and you might even get some of the boosters to really talk about it. So that's something Dabo really gotta. If that even happens, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
It's tough.
Go ahead.
It's tough, bro. Like, I feel like now more than ever, college football is a "what have you done for me lately" type thing, right? Mm-hmm. So, 2 natties with generational talents at quarterback. Where do you go? I mean, like, do you go up from here? I mean, you got Mike Norvell who's getting hot. You got guys in the SEC, young and upcoming guys in the SEC getting hot.
Yeah.
If Clemson goes from the ACC to like the SEC, they might be lower level. I mean, Tennessee, lower than Tennessee. I don't know, man. I mean, if I'm a Clemson fan and Dabo has hit his peak, right? He's going downhill. I'm gonna say I would probably consider wanting him fired. That's just me. You know, because I remember when Florida won, man. We won 06, 08, and then 2010. It went downhill real bad. Like, we went 7-5.
Was Urban still with y'all at the time?
Urban was with us.
Okay.
And he pretty much took himself from that situation. Like, he knew he was cooked at UF, and he made a business decision. Now, we haven't been the same since, right? So if Dabo leaves, you'll question yourself later on, like, dang, bro, is this how it's made in this year? Is it really worth it? Bro, it's been 14 years we've been struggling, right? But that's just the cyclical nature of college football.
Yeah.
So it's tough because Dabo is a legend in his own right. So
for sure.
Y'all got to keep it in mind. It can get worse. I'm telling you right now, it can get a lot worse. Like, for real. But I don't know, man. It's tough. Depends on who y'all would really want to throw the bag at as far as a new coach, a new program, which y'all be willing to invest.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real issue too. Another thing, because like we always talk about, Dabo retiring, right? Mm-hmm. But who do we bring in after that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially in this new college football landscape. Who wants to come to Clemson, right? Like, what is here? What is
that's also too a tough job to like come back behind Dabo. Like, that's a tough gig, man. I mean, we're talking about the best coach in Clemson history. I mean, that's not going to be like the easiest, like, oh, yeah, let me just step up in there. That's going to be tough. I acknowledge that completely.